Jai Swaminarayan. Today let's read the 30th passage from the second Gadhadā. It's titled, Not Becoming Bound by Women and Gold. In the context of the satsang that Sriji Maharaj was addressing, it was, I assume, full of men, and of course the assumption is that they are attracted to women generally. So, in this context, I'm going to swap out the term women for people whom you may be attracted to generally, because I assume my YouTube audience will be full of a diverse landscape of preferences and orientations. So, let's dive right into it. On the second Chaitra, Suddhi the 9th, Samvat 1879, or the 19th of April, 1823, Swami Sri Sahajanandji Maharaj was sitting on a cushion with a cylindrical pillow on the veranda outside the mandir of Shri Vasudev Narayan in Dada Khachar's Darbar in Gadhadā. He was wearing a white case and had covered himself with a white cotton cloth. He had also tied a black bordered cloth around his head. In addition to this, he was wearing a garland of white flowers, and a tassel of white flowers was dangling from his pag. At that time, an assembly of sadhus, as well as devotees from various places, had gathered before him. Thereupon, Sriji Maharaj said, "The Srimad Bhagavat and the other sacred scriptures are truthful, and so reality reflects what is stated in those scriptures. Just see in the Srimad Bhagavat, Kali, which in this context refers to Kali Yuga, the age of darkness which we are said to be just beginning in Hindu cosmology, is said to reside in gold. And for that reason, I do not like even the sight of gold. Moreover, just as gold is a source of attachment, so is beauty. After all, when a beautiful person whom you may be attracted to enters an assembly, even the most composed cannot remain without being drawn towards their beauty. Hence, gold and people who you may be attracted to are the source of extreme attachment. Of course, the attachment comes from within. One who does not become attached to these two when one realizes the pure Chaitanya, Brahman, that is pure awareness of the universal consciousness, which transcends Prakriti Purush, the material existence, and the individual experiencer, as the only Satya, the truth. And when one realizes that Brahman to be one's own self, and when one becomes Brahmarup and worships Sri Krishna Bhagwan, who is Para Brahman, and when one realizes Prakriti and all of the entities which have evolved from it, all of which are below that Brahman as being asatya, unreal, perishable, and worthless, and when one views all mayic, material names and forms, and here material names and forms refers to anything that has a name and a form, everything that has arisen from Maya, material existence, as flawed, and develops intense vairagya, dispassion, towards all those names and forms. Only under these conditions do gold and people whom you may be attracted to not bind a person. Otherwise, they most certainly do cause bondage. A lot of technical Sanskrit terms there. But in short, when we understand that the only true permanent reality is, well, in this theological context, Purushottam Narayan, the ultimate Godhead, the supreme personality of Godhead, and the universal consciousness, which ultimately each being is composed of, then everything which is secondary to that, everything which is material, which comes and goes, like sights of beautiful things, one no longer develops attachment to them. Here, the definition of reality is that which is ultimately permanent, unchanging. And so, since all material things come and go, then we should not pursue them. Thank you very much for listening. This has been the 163rd discourse from Sriji Maharaj in the Vachanāmrut. Jai Swaminarayan.